How's it going? We're back for another episode of Red Manly's Minecraft, and we're here at the sheep pen, which is in a completely different area. They're up on the hill. Oh shit, mouse is glitching. Don't worry about it though. War drum's just over there. Melon farm's down there. I moved them up here just because I wanted to have more stuff where they used to be. And to get them up there, had to build a little staircase, which staircase is going to stay because it's going to be part of the city. Obviously, there's going to be stuff up there like a farmer's house just outside, just beside the sheep pen. Yeah, pen. Yeah, so we got to build a house for the sheep herder. Built this little torch thingy, got some nice little accents going around on the base of it. There's another one built over there beside the mushroom stall, which is actually completely finished now. So, mushroom stall's completely done. And I did have to update the mushroom farm a little bit just to keep mobs from spawning in there. Because turns out that they actually did spawn. I was just not bumping into them on all my test runs before. So I just put some torches in the corners, a few other little redstone torches, and then this little hanging bit from the ceiling with more torches. So no mob spawn there. The blind spots for the lights are actually pretty big, but I'm still going to keep it just because of how much of a hassle it was to actually build and get the circuit working. Plus, I think it looks cool. Okay, there's no hairs or anything, like, there's nothing blocking the little lens on my mouse. Goddamn optical mice. Doing crazy shit. Oh, you can see there's a mushroom floating there. Too much of a hassle to grab it right now. So we're gonna close that up. And as you can see, if I just get past this lag of rendering this side, I've been over near the staircase for quite a while doing something. We have another torch here, and that's really all I've updated so far, with the exception of the one thing that I'm going to show you in this direction. So if we go past the torch and past the staircase, we have this nifty little entranceway. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for yet, but I do know that I want it to have an epic secret entrance. Nope. A virtual gaze. How was it opened? Alright, so this is it closed, as you can see. Just another normal part of the wall. The rest of the wall is going to have a similar look to it. But the moss stone marking out another hidden place somewhere. And if we pull this lever, which will be more hidden later, we get a nice staircase down, and the pistons covered up as much as I could. I really tried to hide the mechanism as much as I could here, but that's all I can do. I'm sorry. Sticky pistons can only move one block. I was hoping that they would be able to move a block, and if that block was a sticky piston, whatever stuck to that sticky piston would also move. But that's not the case, and I had a huge headache dealing with that. Ugh. What is up with you, my mouse? Alright, so you're probably all wondering, how in the hell does this thing work? There's times where I'm not quite sure myself, but after a lot of trial and error, about an hour or so of struggling with this circuit, I got it working. So, wire feeds from the lever through an inverter along here, where it goes into, on a delay, these 4 pistons, and it also goes down and round into there, which these top stairs are also on top of sticky pistons, which is why they were raised up to make the bottom part of the wall, and then they come down when you want the secret doorway open. And the redstone wire from there also comes up to here, which would normally be hitting the back of these two sticky pistons and keeping this part, the other two bits of the wall, pushed out. And then if we head on up here, come on, you can jump. There you go. Don't need to put on your helmet now. But circuit up here goes through an inverter into a delay on these two pistons, so that when it's open, these push out, which pushes another sticky piston facing down with a stair block on it to sort of help cover things up and make it look more like a little slanty staircase. It moves into a spot where it's activated by this redstone, which is kept on by the inverter, which is all hooked up to the original circuit. So if we head back down here and quickly pull it again, you see we have the wall back. And of course, this circuit was such a pleasure to make. And I know it's probably really confusing, like how I did it. If a lot of people want it, I can make a tutorial in creative at some point in the future, because building inside this little confined space is oh so much fun. But anywho, as much of a pain in the ass this was to build once, I'm going to build it a second time, because I don't want a little one wide stairway down. I want this to be an epic hidden staircase. It's got to be at least 2 wide. And 2 wide's the limit, so that's all it's going to be, is 2 wide. Deal with it. So, for that, I'm going to need more sticky pistons. I have none on me at the moment. I do, however, have the materials to make them. I have some slime balls and a chest that I have set up in my temporary work area outside. So, I am going to pause, finish up this whole whack of contraption, which is going to take, let's see here, 8 more sticky pistons on top of the 12 I already have set up. So yeah, 20 sticky pistons in this circuit and a whole bunch of redstone. But I have enough supplies to make things. So I'm going to pause, make it, and be right back. Alright, all the pistons are in place, all the wires there, and all hooked up. Nice. Okay, seriously? You were working fine until I started recording, mouse. Not impressed. Not impressed whatsoever. Stupid mess. Make me pry you open again. Done it before. Quit dicking around, mouse. Alright, well, I'll fill all this in later when I start getting things all looking nice. It's all just rigged in to the existing wiring, so it's not too much extra redstone. Okay, seriously, mouse? What the fuck? That was me just blowing into where the freaking lens is on the mouse. Yes, I blow my mouse. Alright, now we gotta take a quick nap so that the zombies don't eat us. You'll know there's not going to be any actual zombies. Because who would be the zombies nowadays? Hipsters? There's no hipster zombies. They prefer to stay underground. Okay, so that should be everything in place where it needs to be. Mouse! I'll kill you! Fuck. What went wrong? Oh, and it's something up here where everything's all dirted in, too. Oh my god. Why are you doing this to me? And the mouse is in on it. Dumbass mouse. Seriously? You gonna keep doing it? God damn. Okay, so that's where it should be. And it pushed these sons of bitches down for God knows what reason. These have no delay on them. What the fwark? Oh my God. It was working absolutely perfectly with one side, and I had to do that for 20 goddamn tries, and my mouse is screwing up. Ugh, come on. Alright, screw it, just chuck these on. Now we do another test. Don't double click the son of a bitch. Oh my God, seriously? Nothing has been placed wrong here. It's wired up perfectly. God damn it. I'm gonna pause and fix this. Okay, so after finding out that Mojang really doesn't want Pistons to like each other, and having to fiddle around with delays, which really made no sense to have to fiddle around with, it kept glitching and messing up the entire build because apparently having two pistons pull away from each other or push together towards each other where they wouldn't be colliding at all at the same time causes them to not push, which is news to me. I knew that if you tried to have two pistons crush a single block just out of existence, it didn't let you, even though when I was first building this it glitched, and that happened at least once to a piece of moss stone. And once again my mouse is glitching, which didn't happen while I wasn't recording, so I'm really going to look into this. I was just a bit too concerned with getting this thing actually working. So the way that I fixed it was I just made the delay on one side longer than the delay on the other side by 2 ticks, and that started making it working, which means I had to change the delay on the stair block that comes down and make it just a bit longer. And wow, are you shitting me? I had this working. Oh my God. Alright, I have no idea what I did, but it's working again, and my mouse continues to fuck up when I'm recording. I have no idea why. I've taken it apart, I've looked at it, and nothing is wrong, and it works perfectly fine when I'm not recording. Alright. Okay, so it clearly works. And it still works. So I'm going to continue I'm going to actually finish cleaning this stuff up. I have no idea how I fixed it. I have no idea why it broke, because it worked perfectly fine, just like that. And then I cleaned things up. I didn't do anything to the circuit, and it broke with no goddamn reason whatsoever. And so I changed the delays. I had to friggin' mine up things that broke when it broke itself, and I only changed this delay and made it 2 ticks instead of 1, and nothing else has changed, I don't believe, and now it works. I have no idea why it messed up, and I think that's just Minecraft being a complete douchebag to me. Because it's working now. Mouse, come on. Alright, I'm going to try and finish this up, and hopefully my mouse doesn't screw up off camera, because it hasn't yet. And if it starts doing it, then I'm going to be really pissed off. So I will be back in a second, and have an update for you. Okay, I got everything furnished all nicely. Or I say furnished, but it's pretty bare. Uh, redstone lamps in the ceiling, pretty standard for lighting. Just some chests off to the sides that shouldn't be there. Grab that cobblestone. Ah, damn it, that's not even right. And I don't have the right thing on me. Alright, so that's something I'll just fix off camera. But we've got this design on this wall because I just pull out my watermelon. It matches the design here. And I went for little inlets here, and then this one of course has the lever in it, and then this one obviously doesn't. The lever's not even hidden at all. If I didn't have the inverter and it started down, it would be more hidden. But I don't want to have to change it because every time that I change the amount of redstone wire leading into the rest of the circuit, it caused the glitch again and broke the circuit, and I had to keep testing it to figure out what the new delays were. So those aren't anything that's set in stone, it's just based on what's leading into it. You have to adjust, which is a huge pain in the ass. So I started digging down, and we wound up in some caves that it appears I have not explored. Yep, completely unexplored, so I will have to make some armor. As you can see, I'm not wearing any. And we'll have to check that out because I want to have that whole area down there completely cleared out because I want to build something down there. What I want to build, I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, it needs to be something pretty cool if it's behind this completely hidden super wall staircase. I'm thinking maybe like, I don't know, some sort of like rogues guild or like secret arena, something like that. Like if you're familiar with RuneScape, like in the past month or so, like the Crucible, some sort of like arena where people just go in and fight to the death. Like it would have to be hidden pretty well because it would all, of course, not be sanctioned by the peaceful little Celtic village, but I really do want to have like an arena where people just like fight to the death and maybe have some practice dummies going on down there. Just another excuse to use some pistons, maybe only one sticky piston, because I did use 20 on that door. And sheep are up here. Farmer's house is going to go somewhere around this area. I might even move the pen so that's connected. Freaky. We have to go back to the island. Yeah, just that one Minecraft sound always reminds me of Lost. Not sure why. Probably because it sounds like the sound that they had going at the intro. I could have put in pistons to have this close, but I don't want to. That would be 6 more pistons. I only have 9 slime balls left at the moment. I'm gonna have to farm some more up. And the slimes don't always spawn, even though I've really hollowed out the slime chunk. But yeah, next episode we are going to be exploring that dungeon, or not dungeon, cave, and hopefully find some dungeons, because I want to get back a hell of a lot of moss stone. I want to cover all the amount that I've used so far, with the exception of the long haul. And actually I have even more moss stone than I thought I had, because there was, I think, 3 stacks in one of the chests by the long haul. And that puts me up to, I believe, 1550, something like that. Oh, and before I forget, uh, because of my little backlog and buffer of recordings on episodes, I would like to introduce you to, if you would turn and face me, the newly named Wolf, Ron Burgundy. So we have Ron Burgundy and Peter Mansbridge. The Action News reporting team is shaping up quite nicely. So, with that, got quite a bit accomplished this episode. I wish it could have been more of a tutorial, but that was the first time I've ever even come close to attempting anything like that. It's 20 sticky pistons, and I don't think a tutorial would really do it justice. I showed you the basics of how it works. You can reverse engineer it from that. If there is a huge demand, I will do a full tutorial as best as I can in just a creative world, because taking this thing apart, I know I said I was willing to do that to show some things off if people want it, but 20 sticky pistons and the fact that the delays change every time, seem to change every time that you rebuild the circuit. I'm not touching this one. It works. I'm happy with it. And with that, we're calling it a day. If you like the series, subscribe. Throw the video a like if you like it, or if you're at all impressed with this fantastic circuit, which drove me absolutely insane to build. My eyes have turned completely square from looking at all these blocks. Comment if you have any suggestions or any questions, advice, anything like that. And if you like the series and you want to subscribe and you want to tell your friends, that's fantastic. If it's not for you, that's cool too. So until next time, I will see you later.